you guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Alisha, and over here we create beauty and entrepreneurship related content. So as you guys can see from the title and from the intro of this video, I just got done prepping for my day. Today is Tuesday, and Tuesdays are pretty much my long days because I work from like 10 in the morning to about, I'll be done today at about 8:30, almost 9 o'clock. So we got a full day. So y'all just saw me prep. I just love it when I can take time in the morning to prep for my day because I feel like I'm able to just set myself up for success and I don't feel rushed throughout the day, and I just feel completely ready for a super busy day. So yeah, sorry if I am looking up. I'm looking out my window because I'm sitting here waiting on my first client to get here. So I wanted to come on here really quickly before my client got here just to answer some of the questions that I had gotten in some of my previous videos. If you haven't already and you're interested, go ahead and check out some of my previous videos. I talked about my journey into full-time entrepreneurship, and I also have a video talking about some of the things that I believe you should do before you actually quit your job. So today I wanted to talk about, I got a few questions about like my policies and like how I came up with them. So I do have my little notes here because this is going to be a separate video, but I'm like, I might as well just add it because it's very relevant to my vlog today. But for the most part, a few of you wanted to know about my policies and like how I came up with them. And so basically what I do want to say is that when you're creating your policies, definitely have some grace on yourself. Like you don't have to have everything etched in stone or right away. Some of these policies came about as I was learning and progressing in my business. But for the most part, like you'll kind of know what things you need as like your backbone of your business. So I believe policies are super important to have in place for your business. One, it sets the tone of your business, and two, it also helps things to kind of keep moving in an organized fashion. So if this is your first video, I am a licensed esthetician. I'm a lash artist. I've been lashing for about 5 years, I want to say. Yeah, I think my son was about 1. So yeah, I've been lashing for 5 years. And then 2 years ago, I became a licensed esthetician. So I offer like facials and body waxing and things of that nature. But then prior to that, I was a wig maker. So I've always had a business where clients would set appointments and come to see me for whatever reason. One of the most important policies, I believe, is a late policy. Something that maps out to your clients. Like if you are late by however many minutes, you can give them a grace. My grace is 5 minutes because my appointment times are very rigid. I set my appointments based on how long it takes me to do that particular service. So I don't have a lot of wiggle room for clients to be super, super late. So I do have a 5-minute grace period. After 5 minutes, you have to pay, it's a $5 late fee. And then after 10 minutes, it's a $10 late fee. And then after 15 minutes, I reserve the right to cancel that appointment because at that point, I just feel like, especially if it's like you're just running late and you didn't even let me know, I just feel like it's disrespectful for my time, and then it also sets me back in my day to where I could potentially be late to my other clients' appointments. And one thing about me, I do value my clients' time, and I do pride myself in not being super late or even late at all for my clients. Most of the time, I'm sitting here waiting on them to arrive because I don't play that. Like, come to your appointment on time. I'm going to start on time. I'm going to finish on time, and then I can get through the rest of my day on time. Another thing that was a more recent policy of mine was a late cancellation. So anytime a client cancels less than 24 hours in advance, like there's a late cancellation fee for that because I could have filled that spot. So you can set, if that's what you want, you can set whatever amount. You can do like, when I was working at a spa, I think we did like 40 or 50% of the service. My late fee is $35, or my late cancellation fee is $35. I've only had to like implement that maybe like 2 times. And those 2 times, those clients came with the late fee. Like they led with that, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's less than 24 hours. I need to cancel my appointment, but here's the late fee. And they'll cash at me or they'll Zelle me. So I think that, like I said, I think that one is very important. And it was a more recent one of mine because when someone canceled late, I'm like, dang, I didn't even have, you know, that into place. So I developed that policy because, like I said, I feel like, you know, things happen and I 100% get that, but I also have a business to run. And I feel like if I continue to let that happen without any type of policy in place, then I potentially losing money. And I think that it helps to stress to the client the importance of your time. All right. And then we have the worst of the worst, like a no-show. And now I've never had a no-show. Thank God. I use Acuity. And so when you book your appointment with me, you have to use your card to book an appointment with me. And then the only time I use it, I have to charge it for a no-show client. But like I said, that has never happened to me before. But I also wanted to make sure, first of all, I'm knocking on wood, but then second of all, I want to make sure that if that does happen, I got something in place already. So if you no-show me, you already know that you're about to come out of some coin, okay, for your appointment. And then I just mentioned, one of my policies is the client has to book with a card. So I don't charge a deposit or anything like that. I've never felt the need to. And so you just have to use your card and put your card on file when you book an appointment with me. And like I said, the card is only used if you no-show. When you come to your appointment, the full balance is due. I don't take any deposits or anything off the card up front. But I found that has helped me. And I've used that since the very start of my business. Once I started using a booking site, I wanted to have where you use a card. And I think it weeds out the people that's not serious. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like some people, if you go to a booking site and you can just book the appointment with your name and your email address, then if something come up, you don't really care. You're not about to call and cancel or anything like that. That's just how I feel. So I feel like a person takes the appointment time and your business a little bit more seriously when they have to put their credit card on file. I also just mentioned too, like with deposits, I don't do them. Now, I have witnessed some business owners feel like it's 100% necessary to require a deposit once booking. That's your business. If you feel like you need to require a deposit for whatever reason, then definitely do so. You can also have it to where you let the client know that this is going towards your service. I've heard of some people where they take a deposit and it's not even going to your service. It's just like a booking fee. I think that's ridiculous. I will never do that. But I mean, that's your business. That's literally your business. Like whatever you feel like doing, you can do that. But one thing I would say is if you are requiring a deposit, you want to make sure that you're letting the client know upfront if that deposit is going towards their service, if it's not going towards their service, and if it's refundable. Like let's say a client, they paid their deposit, they had to book an appointment, but something came up and they have to cancel. You have to make that decision whether you want to refund them their deposit, or you can also have it to be transferable. And so if they rebook another appointment, that deposit can go towards that. Or you can also say if you have to change your appointment once, then that deposit will go to that appointment. But if you keep changing your appointments, it's not going to go. Like you can have a limit. You can say the deposit is not refundable, but it is transferable to one additional appointment or to 2 additional appointments or whatever you feel like you need to do for your business. All right. And then when it comes to lash extensions in particular, I do have policies in play because when you come in for your appointment, if you wait 2 months to come back for your fill-in, like that's not happening. You need to come back within 2 to 3 weeks because of how the lash cycle is. And so I think that it's important to explain to clients, because I find that clients really don't even know. They feel like if that lash is attached, then that would be considered like 40% or 50%. So my policy is that when you come in for your fill-in, you have to have at least 50% of your lashes present, or you can't exceed the 3-week mark. So I found that before, clients were stretching it out, and yeah, it may seem like, oh my God, your retention is great, my lashes are lasting 4 or 5 weeks, but when you're coming in, I have to pretty much take all of them off because they all have outgrown. So that is one of my policies, set in stone. Like you have to come back for your fill-in within 2 to 3 weeks. Most of my clients come back at the 2-week mark. They have their appointments set up. My regulars, they have their appointments set up previous, like in advance. Sometimes they have 2 and 3 appointments set up at a time. Or I do have a few clients where they come every 3 weeks, and that's perfectly fine. So I just pretty much talk to each client and let them know, once I've learned their lash cycle, how many weeks I think or I recommend that they should come back. I haven't had any issues with that either. And I think because it was just mapped out, and so clients know, but I also talk to them about that in their appointments because I do feel like it's important to educate your clients. So yeah, that's kind of like the quick list of my policies, but I do think that for every business owner, it's gonna look a little bit different based on you. These are the policies that I have either had in place for a very long time, or I put in place after some time, after I've kind of learned and, you know, kind of figured things out, and I'm like, ooh, I need to, you know, make that a policy. Then, you know, that's when I did that. So it's your business. You can add a policy at any point in your journey. I think it's just very important to make sure that you get it out to the masses, let your clients know what that policy is, especially if you have like a starting, I don't know, December 1st, we're going to be doing this. Just make sure the communication is solid. That's one thing I would recommend. And then also, like I said, don't be too hard on yourself if you don't have certain policies in place once you start your business. If you are starting a business for the first time, or, you know, really venturing out into entrepreneurship, definitely learn as you grow. You don't want to adapt somebody's policies to the T, because that may not be applicable to your business, if that makes sense. So yeah, oh, and one other thing too, just make sure that your payment methods are mapped out and visible to all of your clients too, because let's say you only do cash, right? And because you don't have a card payment processor or whatever the case may be, you don't want to find out at the end of the service that, oh, they can't pay you because they don't have the cash, and then they got to run somewhere. We ain't doing all that. So just make sure your clients know, like for me, I have my card processor, my payment processor system, so you can use your card when you get here, and I do also take cash. So yeah, just let the clients know. I just wanted to answer that question because it was very applicable, because like I said, I be sitting here waiting on my clients, and I don't have a lot of time in between either. And so I will say that my clients take me very seriously. Like, they don't play. They will even tell me like, man, I'm stressed out trying to get here, whatever. And I don't want anybody to stress, but I want people to take me seriously. And one thing about me, I'm a very punctual person for the most part. I'm very punctual. Like, if I make an appointment somewhere, you better believe I'm on time, and I'm like sitting in the car waiting for my appointment to get here, to start if I get there a little bit early. And that's another thing that I have kind of set up in place too. I like for my clients to text me once they get here, because I am home based. I might be in between clients real quick, but I might be doing something with the kids, or I might be cleaning up. So don't come knocking at my door 10 minutes early for your appointment. Like, that's like one of my pet peeves. So I do have it mapped out on my booking site to wait in your car and text me when you arrive, and I will let you know when I'm ready for you. Not to mention, some clients will even see there's a car in my driveway. If there's a car in my driveway, and for a fact it's not mine, I usually park my truck is in my garage, so you never see my truck anyway. So it's like, if there's a car in my driveway, and I say I only take one person in my house at a time, don't come knocking at my door. So that's why I had that as a policy, and that's why I created that along the way. Also, another thing that I had to create along the way, which I didn't think I need to say this, but I had to say no pets and no kids, because I had one client that came knocking at my door and she had her dog with her, and I'm like, I'm gonna let you in this time, but don't do that again. So I had to make sure that was in my policies. And then I also had a client who decided to bring her child for whatever reason, and that appointment was very unproductive, but she was only getting like a removal, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But just for the next person, I had to make sure it was mapped out. Okay, so yeah, y'all, I got about 10 minutes before my client gets here. Like I said, I just wanted to sit down and talk about that a little briefly. Hopefully that wasn't too long, but I just had to get that out there. So let me know if you guys have any other questions regarding, business, entrepreneurship, being a lash tech, being an esthetician, whatever the case may be. I am starting a series where I answer those questions, and I also come to you guys with content that I feel like is applicable and needs to get out there as it relates to being an entrepreneur. Like I said, esthetician, lash artist, wig maker, whatever the case may be. So leave them questions down below, and I will check in with y'all, I don't know, at some point throughout the day. Oh, what's up, y'all? 3 clients later. I didn't have no breaks. Like, it was all gas, no breaks as my first client. Like, literally I had enough time to get them out of here and get my next one in and clean up real quick in between. So we about to clean up, and I gotta pee. I didn't eat nothing. I had a little smoothie drink. Let me set y'all up right here. I got an Amazon package. I only ordered lash supplies, so this has to be something pertaining to lashes. Oh, it's actually lashes. I don't work on Mondays, so what I did was come down here, kind of do like a little inventory and see what I needed. So I did buy some more lashes. When I'm in a bind, I get the T-Dance lash extensions off Amazon. I absolutely love this brand. I actually like this brand a little bit more than Bday lashes for whatever reason. And on some of my trays, I have some Bday lashes, and I have some strips of these on the same tray. And even comparing them like side by side, I like these a lot better. So I'm going to put these up and straighten up a bit for my next client. Oh, y'all. So I was talking about policies earlier today, and I thought of something. It doesn't really pertain to like any of my clients that I had today, but it's literally on my website spelled out, and it says like no talking, like limit talking during the service, because some of my clients get extra excited. Like me, I get excited when I talk with my hands and stuff. And I got clients who be like going, and I'm like, I don't want to be rude, like in person, like, can you stop talking? You know, but I will say that sometimes if they just doing too much and like, I don't have time to be, you know, playing around, I will tell them like, you gotta stop talking. But it's also on my site, and I just explain like, please limit talking obviously we in close contact, even though we got masks on and stuff like that, but it also helps you to be more still. Like, people don't realize that when you just shaking your foot, it's moving your eyes. Like, doing lash extensions is such, well, most of y'all probably watching this might be lash artists or whatever, but if you're not, doing lashes is such a tedious thing. Like, you have to be so still. Like, you have to have a steady hand, but your client has to be still as well. So that's another like, I don't know if it's a policy, but it's mapped out in my policies because it's such a real thing. All right, y'all, so I kind of forgot that it was Taco Tuesday, and it's also my cousin's birthday tomorrow, so I'm hosting a shindig tonight. So had to go to the grocery store and get some stuff. I got some chips for nachos. Look here. Let me take this back off. Wait. Huh? Where's my phone? Excuse me. Had to get some chicken for chicken tacos. What else did I get? Strawberries from Madison. Period. Period. Anyway, sour cream, because I literally just poured the sour cream down the drain. Guacamole, red onions, period. Some cheesy cheese. Actually, I got that cheese and I got the taco cheese. Okay. Period. Lettuce. A treat for when I'm like craving. This is like, so I don't eat chocolate at all, but when it comes to a Baby Ruth, oh, I'm gonna smash it. Okay. And then I had to get some more coffee, which I'm actually about to make now. Oh, I don't know. I'm about to see. I bought a fancy ice cube tray, and I made some like coffee ice cubes. So I still have 2 more clients. It's 5:40. I done took a nap. Went to the grocery store. My next client is coming at 6 o'clock. And then my one after that is coming at 7. And then I'm gonna be done. And then cousin want me to do her makeup. Somebody gonna have to come cook this food. Like, I don't know. So yeah, let me do this. So we about to make some coffee. I like the blonde roast iced coffee. This is the creamer I'm gonna use. And then this is the caramel I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna put that extra caramel. Oh, I forgot to get sour cream. I mean, cream cheese. Not cream cheese. What am I trying to say? Whipped cream. But it's okay. All right. Moment of truth. I'm scared.
What if it all popped out?
They didn't get full. Like, they're not circles. They're not balls. I didn't put enough in each one. Okay, that was a fail. Look, they're not circles. They're like half moons. See that? See, the top is flat. Ew. Oh well.
It was like poop.
Okay. Nobody asked for your commentary. I don't understand how. I don't know how to work this. Like, how do I get it to be circles, balls? The mold is a ball. I guess I just didn't fill it up tall enough. That's irritating. Anyway. Oh, I can't even see. Pour it in the cup. That's a lot. Oh. Put my vanilla in here. That's too much. It's about to be sweet in the mug. It's still gonna taste good, but it needs something. By the way, I got this cup from Amazon. There we go. Now we bustin'. Period at, period up.
Hi, guys.
You wanna say hi?
Hi. Okay, bye.
Hi. Okay, bye. It's so freaking dark. All right, y'all. Well, I have 15 minutes before my next client gets here. I think I'm about to go cut my tape and stuff and wash my hands. And then, yeah, my other one will be right back to back. So I probably won't get a chance to check in between the two because they're fill-ins, but it'll probably take me the full hour with my prep and cleanup and all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna definitely check in with y'all when I get done. Y'all, it's 7:32 and I'm waiting on my 7 o'clock client. I talked all that trash earlier in this video about my policies. Just for somebody to finally be late, like late. Like I text sis at, first of all, I was on the phone with my sister and my cousin, or else I would have texted her at 7:05. But I ended up texting her at 7:17.
Oh, so we put this stuff on after.
So we already started to turn up. Good thing this one of my clients, my girl, we be kicking it at her appointments. So I can drink on the job. All right, y'all. I'm done working. What time did I get done? I didn't even see.
8:50.
Child, no. It was it? Or was it 9 o'clock?
I don't know, probably 9 o'clock.
Almost 9 o'clock. But I'm done working out. The turn up has started. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
We had my work day just kind of overlapped into the turn up. So we about to take shots. And then I'm ending this vlog because, oh, this not mine. Where mine at? Oh,
Right here.
Right there.
Okay.
Right there.
What is it?
This is Termina. This is the Rocks liquor. Yeah, Termina.
It's good.
This is Termina.
Show me the bottle.
Okay, hold on. Let me move the blur. Hold
Move
on.
the front.
This is Termina
Oh.
by Dwayne Johnson.
Yes.
The Rock?
Yes.
I said the Rock. That's
Oh!
Woo-cha. She don't need no
I'm
liquor.
tired. I've been working all day. I never heard you say The Rock. All right, let's take our shot so I can end this thing.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Cheers! Happy birthday, Bree! Woo!
I'm like, where you?
You ain't got nothing. You was. Oh God, I'm dead.
You ain't pour her a shot?
I am dead. She wasn't drinking no shot. What did you want? Poured you what?
Bruh, she gotta take. I'm her friend.
What did you be her friend?
It's my birthday. Bruh,
See, this is.
you give me a drink.
Yes.
You give her a drink.
All right, y'all. I'm sorry this vlog got real ghetto, but I love y'all. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, like my video. And I'll be back next time. Alright, it's cousin's birthday and she wanted me to like pop back on the vlog.
this shit.
So I said bye, but we saying hi again.
We saying hi.
We saying hi.
Okay.
Anna.
Hi.
She wasn't
Happy
here the
birthday,
first time.
sister.
Oh yeah, her birthday just passed. Look at how she's so beautiful.
Happy birthday.
taking a shot. Okay.
You about to be all on social
1,
media. On
2,
YouTube.
3.
Yes.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Oh, shoot.
Derek, why you take a shot?
Oh, you want a shot?
That was a very chance.
I gotta drive.
Oh, yeah.
That's good answer. Good answer. I was testing you.
Child, because we ain't trying to be in the mood.
I was testing you.
Why? Chase that with water.
One more card.
All right, y'all. Back for real this time.
No, we'll be back.
Say bye. She said we'll be back.
Bye.
Well, just say bye
We
just in
coming
case
back.
we don't come back.
We ain't coming back.
I gotta pee. I've been having to pee.
Oh my God.
ain't
Go
going back.
pee.
She can't
Go and pee. Release it.
Say what?
It's gonna barely get out if you don't go.
It's about to come out. It barely get
I'ma
out.
need you to put some side stops. Besides
I hope you ain't
I'm
copyright
about to go
that
like
song.
Oh, shit. I
You
forgot.
probably didn't.
What? Don't
No, we can't sing his song.
We can.
Oh, we can. We can just shout them out.
Oh, yeah.
I love that shit.
Hey, Bobo.
Oh,
Bubba Lamb. He said you got these niggas crying over you.
Hey.
Ah, what you do to him?
Oh,